Hello friends, today we are going to see the diseases of pigeon pea, that is Cajanus cajan. In that we will study wilt caused by Fusarium augisporum thormospecialis udum, then Phytophthora blight and sterility mosaic. These three diseases we are going to study in this lecture. First we will see wilt of Tur. Causal organism responsible for wilt of pigeon pea is Fusarium augisporum thormospecialis udum. Now we will see the symptoms of this wilt of pigeon pea. This disease appears from early stages of plant growth up to the flowering and pod development stages. Patches of dead plants in the field when the crop is flowering or podding are the first indications of wilt. The most characteristic symptom is a purple band extending upward from the base of the main stem. These are some particular marks of identification for pigeon pea wilt. Similarly, if we cut the main section of the stem, we will see the vascular bundle which is completely brownish color. That is, vascular tissues exhibit brown discoloration in the region of purple band. The partial wilting of the plant is a definite indication of Fusarium wilt and distinguishes from Phytophthora blight that kills the whole plant. Partial wilt is associated with lateral root infection, while total wilt is due to the taproot infection. And the foliar symptoms of this pigeon pea wilt shows like loss of turgidity, intervenal clearing and intervenal chlorosis. So these are some marks of identification for identifying the wilt of pigeon pea. The most common identification mark is vascular tissues. If you cut the intermediate section of this stem, we will see the brownish color discoloration which consists of chlamydospore, and this chlamydospore serves as a blockage of vessels and they stops the movement of water molecule from root surface to the upper surface. This fungus produces micro as well as macroconidia, which are thin wall and they are septate. Similarly, it also produces terminal or intercalary chlamydospore. The chlamydospores are restrict structure produced by this fungal pathogen. Here you can see in images. This Fusarium wilt is seed and soil borne. That means the chlamydospores present in seed or infected stubbles in previous grown tur crop. The stubbles serves as a reservoir host, and in these stubbles chlamydospore may remain viable for 80 to 20 years. The primary source of infection in this Fusarium wilt is always by means of soil-borne chlamydospore and the contaminant with seeds. Similarly, secondary source of infection is by micro and macroconidia, which were transfer or which were migrate from infected field to the healthy field by irrigation water and infected tools and implements. For management of this tur wilt, we have to apply all the methods, that is cultural method, chemical method and biological method. In cultural method, we have to follow the long crop rotation with tobacco, sorghum and castor. These are some non-host crops which can grow to break the life cycle of this pathogen. Similarly, avoid successive cultivation of red gram in same field. Adopt mixed cropping of sorghum in the field. Soil solarization in summer to reduce the inoculum of the pathogen. Collect and destroy the diseased stubbles. These are some cultural practices we can follow. Similarly, we can grow the resistant varieties like mentioned here. And if you want to control this disease by seed treatment, for that you can use Thiram or carbendazim at the rate 3 to 4 gram per kg of seed. Similarly, this Fusarium wilt can also be covered by using the application of Trichoderma viride. Trichoderma viride is a biological control agent which is found effective against this Fusarium wilt. So, for application of this Trichoderma, we can apply this Trichoderma by two ways. First is by seed treatment at the rate of 4 gram per kg, and second is multiplying of this 2 kg of Trichoderma formulation in 50 kg of farmyard manure, and such mixed farmyard manure should be applied to soil so that the population of Trichoderma spore will maintain and the fungal biological control agent will control the infective mycelium of Fusarium oxysporum. The next most important disease of tur is sterility mosaic, and it caused due to the sterility mosaic virus. It is one of the viral disease that attacks all over the crop stages of tur plant. In field, the diseased plant appear as bushy, pale green plants without flower or pods. Leaves of these plants are small and show typical light and dark green mosaic pattern. So these are some particular marks of identification. You can see in images patches of bushy green plants in the field and bushy pale green plants can easily observe, and we can easily identify that there is the infection of this sterility mosaic virus. This sterility mosaic virus is always transmitted by ureophyte mite. Its name is Escherichia cajuni. So, ureophyte mites should be controlled to avoid the transmission of this viral disease. Similarly, the self-sown red gram plants, perennial type of red grams, Cajanus cerebrus, and rotten growth of harvested plant are serves as a reservoir host for surviving of this pathogen. For management of this pigeon pea sterility mosaic, we have to only control the vectors, that is ureophyte mite, Escherichia cajuni. For that, we can use spraying method. In spraying, Dicofol 3 ml or sulfur containing fungicide 3 gram in 1 liter of water is very effective for controlling the mite vector, and it should be done in the early stages of disease development. Similarly, we have to root out the infected plant so that we can avoid the primary source of infection. Similarly, we can also grow tolerant genotypes like ICPL 87, ICPL 227, Jagruti and Bahar. Such tolerant varieties we can use for cultivation purpose. Last most important disease of tur is Phytophthora blight. It is also called as stem blight, and its causal organism is Phytophthora distillery Pharmaspecialis cajuni. This is one of the devastating disease that kills young plants, leaving large gaps in the plant stands. Yield losses are usually higher in short duration of the crop growth. Here you can see the symptoms of this Phytophthora blight. The symptoms of this Phytophthora blight are confusing with the damping off type of symptoms, causes seedling mortality, and infected plants shows water-soaked lesion on the leaves and the brown-black slightly sunken lesions on the stems and petioles. So these are some marks of identification for pigeon pea Phytophthora blight. Infected leaves lose their sturgidity, and it shows the parallel symptoms of wilting. So all the plants infected by this Phytophthora blight may die suddenly. Girdling of affected stem causes due to infection by this pathogen. When condition favors the pathogen, it is common for the many plants to die. Pigeon pea plants that are infected by this blighted pathogen shows especially large galls on their edges of the lesions. The pathogen infects the foliage and stems but not the root system. Primary source of infection of this Phytophthora blight is soil-borne dormant mycelium or soil-borne oospores which were present in soil. And secondary source of infection is by zoospore which were released from sporangia. For management of this Phytophthora blight of pigeon pea, we have to avoid the sowing red gram in fields with low lying patches that are prone to the waterlogging condition. Waterlogging condition always favors the development of this disease. Similarly, we can also control this disease by adjusting the sowing time so that the crop growth should not be coincide with the heavy rainfall. Similarly, we can grow resistant varieties like BDN1, ICPL 150, ICPL 288. These are some resistant varieties we can use for cultivation purpose. And the most important factor is seed treatment. If we do the seed treatment with Trichoderma viride or any another fungicide, we can control the primary source of infection which is always present in soil. If you use biological control agent like Trichoderma viride at the rate of 4 to 5 gram per kg of seed, we will able to manage fungal mycelium that are infective mycelium which are present inside the soil. This Trichoderma will kill all the spore or mycelium which were present inside the soil. If the disease arises after the emergence of plant, then we can also control it by using the spraying method like fungicidal spray with metalaxyl or propiconazole or hexaconazole or thiophanate methyl. These are some registered fungicide which were found effective against this Phytophthora blight.